Hey everyone, what's up? Yes, I'm using my Kodak camera right now. Hopefully I won't be using it much because I'm only doing it for certain occasions. For example, here I want to kind of show you what I bought while I was at Disneyland, you know, kind of souvenir wise. I mean, come on, obviously you can't go to Disneyland or Disney World or anything like that without buying some things. I mean, of course we all know that if you pay attention to what's on the bottom of the shopping bags, it says shop at disneyparks.com/store, which is technically the Disney Parks, or the Parks section, Disney Parks section of the Disney Store website, which I guess is pretty good. Get the dog out there for a second. Which I guess is pretty good. But I thought I'd show you what I bought over the past week or so. I didn't really stop buying anything until about the second or third day I was there. So let's start off first of all with this here. This right here, let's turn it around, is a Disneyland Cup, which I bought, I think, at the World of Disney. Yeah, I think that's what it was. No, it wasn't the World of Disney. It was one store. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, I think it was the World. No, it wasn't. It was the Emporium. It was that little store. As soon as you come into the park, it was that Emporium store. You know, it's kind of like in the section of where the Lincoln is, where the President thing is, kind of like where Main Street, kind of around the vicinity. It's on the right side of basically Main Street, I think that's what it is. Basically, as you come in, it's like on the right side as you're going down like the Main Street and everything. Like it's right next door to the cinema where they have where they showcase Steamboat Willie and all that. So, but yeah, that's why I bought this. I bought my mom one as well, but it's not as big as this one. And as you can see, it says Disneyland in the back, and you know, it's got all the characters on there, up to date, if you will. It's got all the be careful with that. It's got all the characters. As you can see, it's got all the characters on there, which is pretty cool. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's got all the characters, Pixar, Disney, Pixar. And I'll tell you, and I'll let you know why it's up to date, if you will. When you look at it, as you look at it and see that it's up to date, I'll let you know why, because right there is Rapunzel. So apparently they brought this out after they did Tangled. So yeah, it's a pretty cool cup. Haven't used it yet. You want to kind of be careful of how you use that kind of stuff. And then over here I bought a frame. My sister had these pictures. She bought this set of pictures. You know, when you go to Goofy's Kitchen, have breakfast with the characters, you get they offer you a set of pictures if you want to buy them or download them. She bought one, and she had enough in there to give us each one, and so I bought this frame also at the Emporium. Just like I said, the store that's near the Steamboat Willie, the cinema with Steamboat Willie and all that. So I bought this frame, which is pretty cool. Now normally I think you would stand it up if you had like a picture that was, you know, kind of in this direction, that went this way instead of like right there, but it's pretty cool no matter how you look at it. But I got that, and then we're going to go into my mom's room and I'll show you what I got her. Again, like I said, I got her a cup. Here's her cup right here. Very similar, if you will. You could see, well, let's get down on her knee here and I'll show you. Right there you see there's Rapunzel. It's basically the same thing, it's just a little smaller, if you will. It's just a little smaller than mine. It doesn't have the Disneyland thing inside of it, so it's basically a regular mug. That's pretty cool. And then I ended up getting her a keychain. I have one as well. I'll show you that. And that's my first time button right there. First visit, Goofy's Kitchen button. As well as I got her Minnie Mouse ears, because I don't think she's ever gotten ears. And then there's a store there called the Crystal Arts on Main Street. And I was able to get her this glass with her name engraved in it. That was pretty cool. And then again, like I said, I got my keychain as well with Mickey and Minnie on it, which is right here. So yeah, so far that's some of the stuff. I still got more to show you, so I'll show you that in a bit. But yeah, I definitely had a fun time at Disneyland, especially shopping. Now again, I'm going to show you exactly some of the other stuff that I got. Okay, in here, she kind of put it with the laundry. I got to hang it up with a hanger. I got myself a Disneyland t-shirt. Let me spread it out a little bit right here. I got myself a Disneyland t-shirt. I got my mom one as well, but this is a large. I got her a medium. I mean, not medium, but a small. So this is basically what you see on the Cubs, except it's not all around. So, and you do get the characters on there, so that's pretty cool. Like there's Jessie, the aliens, you know, Wally's right there. You get all the characters, which is pretty cool. And then my sister, she ended up getting me this. I wasn't expecting it, but you know, it's part of an early birthday thing. A sweater, because it was kind of getting nippy at night over there. I was getting nippy at night, basically, you know, it was getting cold. You know, kind of around the 50s, if you will. And then over here, I bought myself this. I also got myself an engraved cup. It has Fantasia Mickey on it. My mom's had Eeyore, and of course it has my name on it. For $38 altogether, that's not too bad. And then here, I got to keep this out where I could see it. I got both my sisters a keychain. I got to give my other sister this one of Tinkerbell, because they both like Tinkerbell. And then over here, I bought myself a pair of mouse shoes, basically mouse slippers, if you will. I haven't worn them yet. I'm thinking I'm waiting till this weekend to wear them. I sometimes have to hide them, basically, because I don't want a certain like nephew of mine messing with them. So yeah, you can wear these. I saw some people wearing these and the Minnie Mouse ones as well around the park, but you can also wear them mainly for slippers at home, because that's what they are. And if you want to use them for Halloween, dress up as Mickey or Minnie, there you go. But yeah, those are the again, those are my mouse shoes or slippers, whatever you want to call them. I got these at the World of Disney. Almost couldn't get them, but I got them. The reason I almost couldn't is because I went over just a bit. Well, it didn't go over. I mean, I basically didn't have enough to pay for everything, so I had to let go of one thing. And then here, of course, you can't go anywhere. You can't buy anything without you can't go to Disneyland without buying an autograph book. I have not used it because I didn't get no autographs, but I'm going to save it for the next time I go. And then, of course, you can't go to Disneyland without getting your mouse ears. And they seem a little bent a little bit, but that's okay. But you can't go to Disneyland without getting mouse ears. So yeah, I got some mouse ears, which was pretty cool. And again, like I said, I showed you I got my mom her mouse ears. I used to have the mouse ears right here, but because of my nephews, if you will, I don't want to, have it, out and about, if you will, with them. So, but yeah, that's basically everything I bought over at Disneyland while I was there. The only thing that like I said, the thing I had to leave behind there when it came to buying anything was the Toy Story Mania game. But I figured, you know what, my niece and my older sister have a point. I can always buy it online or buy it at a store. So that's probably what I'm going to do. But anyway, that's the stuff I bought at Disneyland, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Comment down below, tell me what you think, and I'll talk to you all later.